Hi there FNPS. For this week our lesson for PE is going to be a little bit different. Usually I'd film a warm-up video and then we'd get into our PE challenge activities after that. But to make it a little bit easier on you, I'm going to put it all together for this week. And I'll probably do that for the rest of the year as well, or term I should say. So for this week, I was also listening to a lot of feedback how it was difficult to get equipment and some people didn't have wooden spoons and things like that. So I've tried to make this week's lesson a lot more manageable with equipment. Also, I've had a lot of people ask me if they could be doing things like football and basketball and tennis with proper rackets and cricket. And look, if we were at school, I would really love to do those types of things, but we also need to remember that not everybody has the same amount of space as what we have at our houses, or some people might not have a football or a basketball, or some people might not have a cricket bat or a tennis racket. So I am trying to make lessons that everybody could do anywhere. So I hope you enjoy this week's lesson. The only equipment that you will need for this week's lesson is a roll of clean toilet paper and a sheet of paper. You could have an A4 sheet of paper, would be great for you, and you'll find out why in a second. But I will need to use an A3 piece of paper because I'm a little bit bigger and the activity that we need it for is a little bit challenging. So everybody, our warm up for this week, we just need to get a little bit loose and a little bit nimble. So do some arm circles with me. We'll go forwards for a little bit. You can step side to side as well to get the blood flowing. Let's go backwards with our arm circles. Good job. A couple of twists from side to side looking behind us. Don't go too far though, you wouldn't want to hurt your back. Now make sure you've got lots of room for this one. We're going to do some leg swings forwards and backwards. Make sure that there's nothing around that you're going to hit with this. I'm also moving my arms at the same time to get a bit of a stretch in there. We also have the other side. And if you're wondering what kind of warm-up this is called, it's called dynamic stretching. It means that we're stretching and moving at the same time. We're not static stretching because that's not really good for you until you're warmed up. So for this week's lesson, our topic is going to be balance and developing strength in our legs and our core. And these are really important things to have with every single type of sport that we play. So I have 5 different activities for us to try today, and we'll get into it straight away. So everybody, the first activity that's going to work on our balance and our strength, that's going to be called legs through arms. So what you need to do is you need to link your hands together and your fingers like this. Nice strong link. And this is a really easy activity. All we need to do is step one leg through our arms without breaking our hands. We lower it, we put our other leg through, and now our hands are behind our legs. And what we need to do is we need to step back the other way. So I put one leg through and the other leg through. And I'm not the most flexible, I probably need to stretch a little bit more, but if I can do it, I know you can as well. So what you're going to do now is you're going to do 5 of those step throughs. You're going to step through one way and back the other way. Whoop, ooh, my hands came apart then. That's all right. And that counts as 1. And you're going to try and do that 5 times. So you can press pause and try that now. Okay everyone, we should be back now. And the next activity we're going to do is called the toilet roll head get up. So what you'll need is a nice open space, and I recommend doing most of our activities today on a carpeted surface or outside on some dry grass. Or if you can't do that, it'd be good if you could lay a mat down like I have here. Lay a mat down like I have here. And I borrowed this from school, so I'm very lucky there. But if you don't have a mat, you can maybe put some towels down, or I don't know, a flat yoga mat if mum or dad has one of those. So this next activity, the toilet roll head get up. So what you need to do is we're going to start on our back. We're going to put the roll of toilet paper on our head. And we get the balance there. And now from here, we're going to try and stand up and keep the toilet roll balanced on our head. So we work slowly. I like to push up onto my hands first. I'm keeping on looking up so it's not falling off my head. I need to shift forward to get my legs underneath me. I'm still looking up. And I'm standing, the toilet roll's still on my head. From here you can adjust the balance if you want. And now we'll try and sit back down. So we'll have to do the opposite. So I go down slowly, knees on the ground first. Sweep my legs out from underneath me, get them in front of me, down to my bottom, almost fell in, and I am lying back down. Now it's your turn to have a go at that. I hope you do really well. Who knows, your balance is probably better than mine. Push pause, have your turn, and then we'll come back for our third balancing and strength challenge. Okay, our third challenge, and this is a tricky one, and I might struggle a little bit with this as well, and you definitely need a nice soft surface around you to be doing this activity. It's called the one leg get up. So what I'm going to do is get down on my knees. I'm going to put one foot forward, so I might decide to put my left leg forward. And then with my left hand, I'm going to grab my right foot, just like this, because we're not going to use our other leg to help us stand up. So what I'm going to do now is lean forward and try and get up on this leg without using this one. That's why I'm holding onto it. So I step forward, stand up, just like that. And I can do it the other way as well. So I can put my right leg forward this time. My left leg's at the back, I grab it with my right hand. I'm in this position, I can use my other hand as a little bit of balance. I go forward, I come up, and I stand. And I didn't use my other leg at all. Press pause and take your turn at that now. Alright everyone, you should be back from trying those. What we're going to do is move on to our fourth challenge. And this is called the no hand get up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock my hands behind my back just like this. You can see how my fingers are locked in. And I'm not going to let go of them. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to go down onto my knees. And I am going to go onto my front now. You've got to be careful, that's why it's nice and soft. I need to roll over all the way without letting go of my hands. And now I need to try and stand back up without using my hands. How was that? That was pretty good for me. I hope it was just as good for you. Now everybody, we've got one more challenge, and this is where you need your piece of paper. And we can fold it in half like this long ways. I'm going to use this A3 piece of paper, and what I need to do, if I can get the mat out the way for this one, I'm going to stand it up like this, and it's called the one-legged mouth pickup. So I stand up my piece of paper, hopefully it stands. I'm not going to use my other leg, just one. My hands are out in front so I don't fall. And what I'm going to do is lean over on one leg and hopefully pick it up with my mouth. Oh, I missed it the first time. That's okay. We can try again. Just like that. You can press pause now and you can have a go at doing that. I hope you enjoyed this week's lesson. Send in your videos of you attempting these challenges, but remember, be safe and enjoy yourself. Okay, bye.